Russia is set to enhance its nuclear triad with the addition of 2 Borei-class strategic nuclear ballistic submarines, marking a significant step in its naval modernization efforts. These are scheduled to have their keels laid at the Sevmash shipyard this year. Viewers may note that the contract for the same was inked in 2021. The 2 submarines will be the 11th and 12th vessels of the Borei class, and the Borei AM designation indicates that these have optimization over Borei A, which in turn is the improved version of the original one. The Northern and Pacific fleets each are expected to have 6 Borei-class subs in service during this decade, including those that are under construction at this point. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes how Russia is upgrading its undersea nuclear deterrence with 2 new Borei AM submarines. Let's get started. Before we proceed, a word on NordVPN, which is one of the most trusted VPN brands worldwide that has a no-log policy validated by Deloitte, an industry-leading Big 4 auditing firm. NordVPN provides an encrypted tunnel that protects your privacy by preventing external entry to your internet traffic, as well as enabling you to access content that's blocked based on geolocation. Best of all, with one NordVPN account, you can secure up to 6 devices at the same time. Get an exclusive NordVPN deal with massive savings by going to nordvpn.com/defense or clicking the link in the description. It's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. The original Borei class was conceived in the later years of the Soviet Union. The class is intended to replace the Delta III, Delta IV, and Typhoon classes in Russian Navy service. The class is named after Boreas, the North Wind. The construction of the first boat of this class, Yuri Dolgoruki, started way back in 1996. However, the collapse of the Soviet Union and the resulting financial issues delayed the construction. The Russian Navy presently has 3 Project 955 Borei-class submarines in active service, the first of which entered service in 2013. The Borei class is one of the most advanced submarines in the world and the first boats in the Russian Navy to feature a pump jet propulsion system. This makes it very stealthy. It has a displacement of 24,000 tons when submerged, has a speed of about 37 kilometers per hour or 23 miles per hour, and can move at depths of over 450 meters. It's reported that the noise level is 5 times lower when compared to third-generation nuclear-powered Akula-class submarines. Borei A subclass is much more advanced. It has external and internal optimization. For example, the hull is streamlined, and the sail is also revised, which reduces drag. The changes have made it more maneuverable and have also helped in achieving a reduction in the acoustic signature, which is already very small. Besides, it's equipped with hydraulic jets and improved screws that allow them to sail at nearly 56 kilometers per hour or 35 miles per hour while submerged with minimal noise. The Borei A also features pop-out auxiliary thrusters. These provide additional power at low speeds where the pump jet propulsion system is not suitable. This will enable the submarines to efficiently cruise very quietly at low speeds, keeping it concealed without hindering mobility. The internal changes are also significant. This includes upgraded communication systems and a much more powerful sonar suite. While improvements in Borei AM are unclear, some reports suggest the inclusion of a water jet propulsion system, an upgraded hull, and new noise reduction technology. Borei subs pack nuclear-tipped missiles, making them the most lethal offensive platform. Through these, a second strike option is guaranteed, which is the greatest deterrence for the enemy. Each can carry 16 Bulava missiles. RSM-56 Bulava was developed for the Russian Navy to replace the solid fuel R-39 and the liquid fuel R-29 Visota. To Deployed first in 2013, the BALLISTIC missile is intended to be the foundation of Russia's nuclear triad going forward and is one of the most expensive weapons projects in the country. BALLISTIC can reach a speed of Mach 24 in the terminal phase. The missile has a range of more than 5,600 miles or 9,000 kilometers. It's reported to have an accuracy of 350 meters CEP. BALLISTIC is a MIRV, or Multiple Independent Reentry Vehicle capable missile. It can carry 6 warheads, each having yields of 150 kiloton. But BALLISTIC has also been designed to accommodate up to 40 decoys along with the actual warheads. This is done keeping in mind the growing anti-ballistic missile defense technologies. The idea here is that BALLISTIC will be able to penetrate those defenses by overwhelming them with a large number of decoys. Each Borei sub also has 6 533mm torpedo tubes. The tubes enable the sub to fire heavyweight torpedoes. So Russia will ultimately have 3 Borei, 7 Borei-A, and 2 Borei AM submarines. Borey-class, being nuclear-powered, can loiter in the vast oceans for a technically unlimited number of days, making them almost impossible to detect. So Russia's rivals cannot take them out with a preemptive strike. This is why, like all other nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines, Borei-class is considered to be the most survivable part of Russia's nuclear triad. Constructing an advanced submarine like Borei is no mean feat. Each Borei is constructed with 1.3 million components and mechanisms. Its construction requires 17,000 tons of metal, which is 50% more than the Eiffel Tower. The total length of piping is 109 kilometers or 67 miles, and the length of wiring is 600 kilometers or 372 miles. 10,000 rubber plates cover the hull of the boat. If construction and deployment goes according to plan, this will be a big achievement. It's not hard to see that the Borei fleet, with BALLISTIC SLBM, poses a significant challenge to the U.S. and the West at large.
Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.